the cards. Nice little break off for OpTic to get control here early. It's one player market to deal with, and Pook just lies down and puts KiSMET down. Shotzzy then perfect position to deal with Exit. And so far, flawless off the rip.
Yeah, you just gotta find Pred. You see, he's looking for Shotzzy. Shotzi's looking for him. They know there is one more, and whoa, it was close, but the headshot, whoa. The difference maker, you get 24 seconds, had a chance to put them in the blender, but Pred just bought so much time. Now you're gonna start to earn a bit of this scrap time and maybe transition over towards P2.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of situations like that with Shotzzy and Pred, I think, more than likely over this series. Little game of cat and mouse.
Well, just off that kill, look, this map has it's flipped, right? Just you hold blue control, and now you're spawning all the way towards the back as P2's about to spawn in.
Nice stretch from Pred, and I mean, he's been terrific in Hardpoint.
He's been unreal.
And just in general, I mean, of all players, he's been absolutely awesome in Hardpoint. This will now be patrolling top balcony. He'll have the gunfight. It's an awkward sequence. Some of the hip fire hits. Thought he had it, but Hook will come out on top of that. So maybe an opening for OpTic to find something. Kiz is going to carry a 4 spree into this position, trying to turn this into more, but not easy here on the break. Just trying to find a timing through. Goes vertical, can't find anything.
Just a couple of those gunfights where I think if that goes a little different for Kiz and or Pred, it's probably a cleaner hold there. Just the one where they get aggressive towards these stairs, the jump ups, they get weird. OpTic able to take it.
Just 15 seconds remaining here. Falcons mostly patrolling mid-map, just trying to trap them in and set up for next. OpTic will take the lead here, but a marginal one. Decent shots at range from Exton. That's going to back up Hook as he's 1 bullet. KiSMET will find a 1 kill off of old time. But so far they pinned them all. Exactly what he needed to get in. And it is. Nade opens it. Heads turn. Nice break in from OpTic to get it done the opening 10 seconds.
Well, you saw all 3 just kind of line up there at boats, and I think that's it. They just want to get someone off the plane heady with their nades. It's early in the game, no trophies are down yet, so that's how they open up that push. And it was a good rotation, a nice setup there from Falcons. Looks like they were going to cash in, but the nades on point. The team worked on point there for OpTic.
Beautifully done from OpTic. Now can they continue to control from this side of the map and chain it into 4? Still a decent chunk of time here to Falcons to try and push on through. They find 3 kills, and this is their opportunity. Find the kill and get forward as fast as you can. And you can see them racing here, trying to influence spawn. Still a right side spawn for everybody on OpTic, so they're going to have to kill them again. Mercules gets a double off of it, and it's probably frustrating for Falcons because if you're, I don't know, a few feet forward, you have another second, and you might spawn them out.
Yeah, if you kill Mercules, right? I mean, I think that's probably the difference maker. One does spawn out, and that's going to be Mercules office spawn. See, there's only 2 here for now. But you're going to get pinched. Mercules right through the middle of the map. Exit will stay alive, but he's the last one here.
So far, so good. Early in the point now for OpTic. KiSMET trying to buy time till his teammates can get involved. Mercules has the cross, though. He's gotten a kill, and he's gotten away. I think they're just going to try and maybe leave him or chow him. I'm not sure what the call was. Fact is, Mercules gets multiple from mid-map. He's on 4 straight. He's been huge at the end of 3 into 4, and this has turned into a very good hill for OpTic.
Yeah, let's get on a map where we should run 2 M15s for majority of it with Mercules and Dashy,
sure.
Right? Yeah, that's exactly what they want. Obviously, he's been getting better, I think, since Major 2 with the MPC, running it more and more. But when he has been at his best, it's with an AR in his hand.
Without question. Well, that maybe you see some of his struggles and hasn't been exactly unkillable as of late. It's because of the NPCs. You just saw him get smoked by Pred at close range.
And then for that rotation to P4, like you're a couple of kills away from maybe this being like a tie game.
Oh, yeah. No, it can certainly be a hell of a lot closer. Still close enough, though. I mean, Falcons very much in this, especially with how this hold has been going. Still 40 or so points they can earn. They'll be back within 10 or 15 if they can get most of this. Maybe an opening here for OpTic. That's going to be 2 dead. Player has to back out of the point. Dashy gets a second somehow with the pistol. Riyadh in trouble a bit as they get broken. Bunch of time here for OpTic. Falcons are going to have to make a play in the upcoming hard point. Let's go to the comms now with the Falcons.
Time.
I see no. Top right. That's one shot, 2 times. One close right, one time.
That's it, dead. Last stop. Mercules on time, 18.
Oh, dead. Nice. I'll go there. Yo, listen, I'll get you.
I'm gonna get shot. Get shot.
I'm blocking. Green on.
I'm dead. 2 bus.
Yeah, two. One shot.
I think aim flank gate.
Get it. Nice.
On time, Merc. He's your set time. R1 Dashy.
Yeah,
They spawn there. 3 bus.
Yeah,
One shot. I'm on blue. I'm circling.
This way.
Blue pitch. Flank bottom blue, bro. Circle that time. They're gonna spawn there. They got spawn blue, guys. They got splits, guys. I think they spawn green as well.
Look at their ant. Blue. Nice.
Top green, yeah. Dashy on time. I spawn green.
I
need it old. Dashy on the right side of time. Shotzzy flanking me cut. Shotzzy. Nice. It's in Kyler and Merc. Wait, stop, Bella guy. One shot. Shotzzy. He's buffed, yeah? Shot. I don't see shot. I got shot.
Boys to blue, boys.
Dark.
Back at it, Dashy has been eaten. He's 21-13, leading the lobby, and OpTic, their lead has just grown. They're almost up 100. They're handling business. Falcons not able to find any kind of openings.
And again, you had, a chance to hold on to the middle of the map, but then OpTic just got a 4-dead that put you into the spawn trap. Dashy now, he's got a Hellstorm. They win the rotation over towards that P2. It's just been so clean. And on Scar to have this 90-point lead, we have seen so many close maps in this particular. It's just tough to do, and they are making it look easy.
No, they really are. This has been class. Hardpoint out of OpTic Texas. Here comes in the streak. His news about the pop. Everybody towards blue for Falcons. They're going to group up in blue and in shop. One will get picked. The other held at bay. Just allows OpTic to get into positions. They'll lose one player, but you're still in great spots.
Yeah, it's just going all the way around, but all right, who's going to pick it up? I was afraid to get behind enemy lines. You go 2 for 2 for now, but a little bit scrappy near the plane heady, but Pred is still there.
Yeah, I thought Dashy got damaged into both, and it was maybe going to be free kills for Hoop, but not the case at all. Pred gets the kill, but hey, OpTic's still here.
Still here, and then just a quick reinforcement. Now pressure is on Falcons. You have to break 20 seconds. You can win here. Of course, you don't want to overextend. You don't want to lose the spawns, but they'll lose the map. So they do deal with that, and now you have them all the way back blue.
And this is just one, OpTic sending a firm reminder to everybody. I think sometimes just because the second places, maybe, and Falcons have been improving, you're thinking, maybe this will be a battle. OpTic's like, nah, we're still the best. I know it's just the first map, but this is a blowout.
Yeah, I think this map was the one when I looked at why. So if they were to lose this one, it would be a quick So just handling business. Gets a little bit harder as we go forward. But just the way it's been done, yeah, this is a great showing.
Falcons trying to make it a little more respectable in the total score line with a hold here at P4. Shotzzy is able to get you 2 though, and that should be pressure onto the point for OpTic, and that might seal it. There's one more in the back they got to find. Shotzzy trying to stiff it out. He'll comet. Hook will pick it up. And it's all OpTic Texas. A beautiful break behind Shotzi's double. This was pristine. Hardpoint out of OpTic Texas, and they'll strike first.
You guys want to play that 3 to 4 NPC?
The Falcons versus Heretics, the one that comes to mind. They were unbelievable. Well, we just cursed XNID as he goes for an opening sight and gets absolutely laced by Mercules.
Yeah, it's the other side of the coin, which is you can counter strat, right? You have time to prep. You can see what Falcons have been doing, why they are 2-0, and what they have done versus some very strong teams in Search and Destroy.
Well, I think the thing that stood out when we cast it was Pred was getting whatever he wanted. His timings on offense and defense, he was just finding openings, getting first bloods at will.
No, I think they were just catching teams on those. Just sort of crosses. Just where can they get to before we get there? Just fight.
Now we'll see how this plays out as the script flips. And this is where Pred, a lot defensively, he was taking routes like this, getting very, very aggressive and finding openers. Him and KiSMET both getting aggressive up through window. They get one. KiSMET though gets taken out. I thought maybe a trade would be there based just on the arrows on the map, but no trade comes through.
Yeah, I think Shotzzy, he was ready for that. He was ready for that window hop, but maybe a team shot comes in, he ends up dying, and what you continue to challenge outer A if you are OpTic, and Cell's gonna make you pay. But Hook is still here, almost.
Yeah, I was about to say his shots
snapped on.
Yeah, his shots were not impeccable to start that, and he almost got smoked.
And then Cell in a situation we normally don't see, where he just kind of throws his life away.
Search has not been the best for him this year. Plant down, 2 versus 1. Let's hop to XNID because he's last alive. He's got the snipe.
Yeah, they know he has a snipe. You see who's just like, I'm just gonna lay here, and then we're gonna go.
So again, back to the Heretics match, he had that disgusting. That's a clean plant now for Falcons. Not as aggressive around out of OpTic. They'll play the retake.
And who's just waiting for the boys? Laying behind the bar, he's just making sure nobody crept on up, doing what he did last round. But as you said, bomb planted. Cell's gonna get taken down by, or Cell's gonna take out Shotzzy, but there's a quick trade with the nades. 25 seconds though, time is ticking.
Right, able to get you one to put it to a 2 versus 2. KiSMET some tags in and info. Eyes onto the other. Great shots into Dashy. Dashy has 2 players around him. He's going to drop.
Yeah, clean up on aisle Pred. Get there. Both of these players so weak by Kiz. He goes on the flank after planting that bomb, able to catch him.
He just ran away. Pred's like, I need the kill, bro. Falcons leading in the first blood department so far, 2-1. Not anymore. 2-2 as Shotzzy gets his opening kill, but at least Kiz there to trade it out, so we'll stay even. Bomb planted for OpTic, and now mostly backing it up, but he kind of in between enemy lines is Kiz.
Yep, as I said, Kiz finds the opening again. Who is that, Dashy?
Yeah, I think right as they went to back up, he just slithered on through, yeah? Hunting for the last one, and they're going to find it. And that, I mean, that's all Kiz. I have to watch it again, but it felt like, yeah, they got the plant, they went to back up, and he just... Looks like they're worried about kind of that A-side push that they did in the opening defensive round.
You know, I mean, with this Who Shotzzy setup, to me, it's just like, all right, post B plant, can we get the guy leaving the bomb as soon as he gets off of it? But Falcons, they switch things up. They start to get, okay. It's a little bit weird there, but Who Shotzzy, now is their time to pounce. They both find one.
Pouncing a couple of kitties. 4 straight for Kiz. Nice, trying to turn it in for 5, and the Butcher does get the work, just running through smoke and creating magic. Ow. Able to find another up to 6 straight, and oh my God, Kiz.
One more.
Kiz nearly pulls out the unbelievable, but Mercules will close
run at him and did a trade, get him out of the round, and they do that, but then Kiz again gives them the man advantage.
Dashy brings it back, 2 versus 2. Bomb is down, over towards B. Shotzzy. Damage in from multiple angles and finishes it off. Toying with Kiz, maybe waiting on the help. I thought the toying was a little too much of a toy. I thought he about got laced, but he does stay up. Kiz nearly clutches in the last round. Gonna try and pull it off here.
He's got a good read. He knew they were kind of watching down low. They're starting to rotate this bomb, so he has some room to work with. Can the timing go his way?
He's got an M15, got a sub to work with. Damage in, can't finish it. Trying to get eyes on that second player, spot him, damage into him as well. Shotzzy has got to be 5 HP,
yeah.
but he's still alive. Feels like Kiz needed one there.
This guy's fast.
Gets him behind one. Finishes Dashy, 17 HP, and well, just guesses wrong. Kind of playing like 5 of his 9. And
no, I was gonna say, like, this guy's form right now. No, he is a huge reason why this team is so scary.
Agreed.
Okay, well,
we say that,
and then he just
that. Oh, that was incredible.
That's got to just be just a caster trade. Shotzzy's about to get an ace.
He sure is. Shotzzy for the ace. Pred's like, I'm not giving it to you. Get out of here, former teammate. No ace on my watch. Oh, well, still going to be an ace on his watch. Drops back down. Brilliant round out of Shotzzy.
So now this is like scary, this series, because this was your map pick. This is where you've looked elite.
And now that's
smoked.
You talk about OpTic's like prep work. They had some VOD to work with, and it seems like they put in the work because they are looking great. Yeah, Shotzzy is literally doing whatever he wants. He's got streaks earned, and now he's going to use.
Oh yeah, like this is a map like in a week or 2. He's
should be
like, awesome. Yeah, well,
he's like, hey, Joe,
in this map.
How about 30 seconds later, dickhead? Oh. 4v2 to close out the map. You don't have your hero Kiz alive, who's been really finding everything for you. Shotzzy closes that out. It's an 8 spree.
He'd be on back-to-back aces if it wasn't for Who finding one here.
Yeah, sure would be. He gets the final one, and what a stretch it is out of Shotzzy. That's so funny. You literally
pick it up. I'll be the one to catch those routes. We saw it early in the hardpoint, but then that kind of went away as well. Dashy playing great defense. Anytime you need a couple of clutch multi-kills, it's this guy.
Yeah, the definition of like last line of defense. He's been so good in spots like that. All major long, just icy as hell. They hold on. Good scoring chance for Falcons, but they can't convert. Shotzzy tucked away. Surprise. Selling will go down, and now Falcons got to deal with this guy or leave him, and well, they'll deal with him. Hook next up, but he has pistol out. Can't take that fight.
I just don't think he expects someone to be there. It just kind of looks like he was not ready at all. But see, OpTic, they're on the attack right now. Well, they're going to put one in. Let's hear the comms of OpTic Texas.
Top ring and keypad. Top ring.
I understood, guy. He's already underneath you somewhere.
He's weak. Top solar cell weak.
Good. Come on,
Another one in there. I'm trying this. I'm about to go left. He's there. Close up. Yeah, Ryan left.
I love their comms. They're hilarious sometimes. They're just so chill, bro. Even in crazy moments, just...
Yeah, there's Hook.
Pull the cucumber.
There's a Hook, and then usually one of the other guys is in there, but a couple of them are taking some time.
I love
just chilling.
A couple times, I think he's repeating things. There was one moment where he's like, "President our base guys, President our base."
Doing nothing. Somebody turn.
No one's turning, and Mercury just got shot in the back. He must have yelled like 5 times, but yeah, he's fired up, and the other 3 chilling like villains. But they're up 1-0. Have mostly controlled the game. Beautiful, crisp shots there out of Mercules.
Yeah, there was like one chance where Shotzzy got pushed up towards the B roll, and I think just the timing with the player P4 got ahead of him. Like, that was probably another scoring chance, but Falcons, a couple of seconds left. Can they put one in to tie this up?
Shotzzy is going to shut that down.
Yep. Just waits for the
They
overtime.
don't have the option to do that. They have to, like, play defense this entire time.
Well, sometimes they just get lost, but just really hasn't happened. I think the one time it may have happened is when they scored.
Yeah. Well, that's why I think I said the other game plan is probably to keep those 2 in front of them. And, well, they've done a very, very good job of that, especially in this overload. Maybe the first time you've crossed the midway point with the EMP in a while. A good chance for Falcons maybe to do something. 2 are flanking for OpTic. 1 is holding in Mercules. Mercules will get you a kill. Mercules will get you 2 kills. 1 is a team kill, and the defense holds.
Well, there was another chance, and just like that, now OpTic on the attack. You have Shotzzy inside a window room. He's just kind of chilling, trying to see if he can get anybody off a spawn. But as soon as Hook finds a kill, that means Shotzzy can go hang out with his buddy, his pal, and the EMP is right there. You're going to come down to this 1 versus 1. Dashy's got the cleanup. OpTic up 2.
It's coming down to Dashy or Mercules playing, making a play on defense, like that last line, and then, well, you turn it off. Some spots are like, it's either been trapping them in or like, okay, lure them in, let them try to make a play and a quick counter.
Yeah, let them run at us.
It gets them out of position. They'll be coming off spawn, makes our jobs a little easier. Lets Shotzzy get into a good position. And now a second one through as Mercules deletes him with the pistol. It was a close game for a while, but no longer the conversation.
And another map where you can run your...
I don't want to say like thrive in chaos exactly, but sometimes that's how it feels. They just want to play fast. Like, yeah, get Pred and exit in behind you, flying at you, catch you out of position.
Let KiSMET run around with an extra NPC.
They have not, OpTic have not been out of position now. Falcons need to score, they need to score quickly if they're going to try to bring this back with some heroics. A good opportunity to do it here, and that will be their first score through. Comes in with 90 seconds remaining. The question is it too late?
Seen some heroics on this map.
You a multi-kill. Probably some weak players from his teammates up front. But somebody's got to close, and he's the definition of a closer.
And again, just not letting Pred make that play. He was sort of the last guy, just kind of lurking, hoping to find a timing on the 2 playing defense so EMP could follow him. Does not happen whatsoever.
Now, OpTic could just play a little bit of keep away, but it looks like they feel like going for a score. KiSMET wins 1 mid-map. Shotzi's found an opening up through a server. He'll get you a kill. We'll see if he can find any more. He guesses wrong. It won't be the case, but the fact is he's enough of a distraction that a 4th score goes through for OpTic. And I'll tell you what, this was just belt to ass. OpTic just absolutely mopped the floors with Falcons. And hell, I'll be I was one that was kind of convinced this would be a much closer match. The Falcons had ascended to another level and would challenge them a bit. That is not what we saw.
Hook, first of all, congratulations. Second,
thank you.
We were kind of expecting a little bit of a banger of a match, and of course it was a banger for you. For us over here, it left us a little bit shook. You know, you guys are such a dominant team and have been obviously just growing as a team as you go through the entire season. But that was just, that was clinical, dude. That was absolutely insane. Talk to me a little bit about how you guys are feeling after that incredible series, especially against Falcons, who are really looking to take teams like you down.
No, we're feeling good. We've been really working on a lot of the things that we needed to. So yeah, no, it's good to see us implement it all for sure.
Love it.
Who congrats on the win. You know, you guys had a game 5 with them, but you just blitzed them right there and squared up on their better maps. And I want to talk to you about one of their better maps in terms of that exposure. You guys square there. Obviously, you lost Overload to them on land, but what did you guys change, I guess, going into this one? Overload's been a bit up and down, but you guys were on point, especially in the listening. I heard you calling out Pred repeatedly.
So I think last split we kind of were iffy 50-50 on Overload, so I think we just all know that we got to work on it, and that's kind of what obviously we're focusing on everything, but we know Overload is our weak point, so we're trying to lock in on that for sure.
Going off a little bit on the comms point, we got to do a listen in, and when we did, it was during a period where you guys just had so much control. I mean, as if you did the whole series, but it was so much kind of quiet time, and when you did comm, it was extremely calm comms, wow. But what is that like? Is that something that developed over time, was purposeful, or did that just kind of start happening because of how dominant things have been recently? What is it like being in that sort of situation? Because obviously we go on listens all the time, and usually it is night and day to what we get now.
Yeah, I would say probably experience, but also, yeah, just time played. Time played, you kind of get more confident with certain calls and stuff like that. I would say that's the main thing for sure.
Love to hear it. And Hook, obviously, you probably knew that this was going to be a question. Silver Surfers so far in the season, but gunning for that top spot almost every single time that you are on our screens. How are you feeling about this next major? And I know that you guys are working on trusting each other a little bit more as a team, especially in these high-pressure games. But, what is the plan for Major 3 for you? Are you looking over VOD of the past Grand Finals? Is there anything that you guys are tweaking coming into those big matches?
Yeah, I would say we do a good job after every single time we lose. We all look at, the little mistakes and the little things that we got to work on. I think going into this major, yeah, I mean, like I said prior, we know what we need to work on. So it's just making sure that every day we kind of, bring the attitude to improve. And that's pretty much it.
I love to hear it, Hook. And I'll tell you what, the work is clearly paying off because that was just phenomenal gameplay. So thank you so much for showing us exactly what you guys are made of, and best of luck tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Peace out.
There we go. Peace out to Hook. I mean, I'm honestly lost for words. I'm shook by that. That was absolutely insane. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're a Green Wolf fan, I know you did, certainly.